Right. Concentrate everyone here. Yeah. Again, I am going to explain about transversal line concept. Concentrate everyone here. Don't write anything. Whatever doubt you have, you can ask in the class. Don't keep any doubt in your mind. I hope you don't have any doubt regarding interior and exterior angle. Firstly, I am explaining about corresponding angle. Concentrate here. Corresponding angle. If any figure is forming F shape or 7 shape, that is called corresponding angle. If any figure is forming F shape or 7 shape, that is called corresponding angle. Firstly, I am going to explain about corresponding angle concept. Concentrate everyone here. Whatever doubt you have, you can raise your hand on the spot. First, listen carefully here, everyone. What is corresponding angle? If any figure is forming, if any figure is forming F shape or 7 shape, that is called corresponding angle concept. Corresponding angle concept. You are observing students here. You are observing here. First, I am taking this F shape or 7 shape. Down, both angle is down, angle 4, and down is angle 8. Both are corresponding angle, and both angle will be always equal. I can write here corresponding angle corresponding angles. Angle 4 is equal to angle 8. If you are getting doubt, students, you can observe the shape. Yes, just now I was explaining about corresponding angle. If any figure is forming F shape or 7 shape, that is called corresponding angle. Down angle is 4, down angle is 8. Both are corresponding angle. Now we have taken from left side. Again, same things I want to observe to the right side. Angle 3 and angle 6. Down angle 3 and down angle 7, both are also corresponding angle. Angle 3 is equal to angle 7. Now I want to check up angle. 7 shape or F shape. 7 shape or F shape. We are observing here, students. This is 7 and this is 7. Up angle. Angle 2 and angle 5. Angle 2 and angle 5. Both are corresponding angle. Angle 2 is equal to angle 5. If I have taken from left side, if I'm talking about right side also. Angle 2 is up, angle 6 is up. Both are corresponding angle. Angle angle 1 is equal to angle 5. Angle 2 is equal to angle 6. I hope you got it. What is corresponding angle? If any figure is forming 7 shape or F shape, that is called corresponding angle. Always keep in mind what is the corresponding up angle, up angle, up angle, up angle, down angle, down angle, down angle, down angle. This is called corresponding angle. This is called corresponding angle. Now I am explaining about vertically opposite angle. This concept is very easy. If one angle is opposite to the another angle, that is called vertically opposite angle. This concept is very easy concept. If suppose this is angle 1 Angle 1 is opposite to angle 3. Any angle we can mention. Angle 4 is equal to angle 5. Angle 2 is equal to angle 6. Here I can take angle 4 is equal to angle 8. Angle 4 is opposite to angle 8. Angle 1 is opposite to angle 3. Angle 2 is opposite to angle 6. Angle 4 is opposite to angle 5. This is called vertically opposite angle. Two concepts I have completed. First is corresponding angle, F shape or 7 shape. Second, I have explained vertically opposite angle. If one angle is opposite to another, that is called vertically opposite angle. Now I am going to explain, I am going to recap again interior alternate angle. If any figure is forming Z shape, that is called interior alternate angle. If any figure is forming Z shape, that is called interior alternate angle. The numbering is not fixed. We can take anywhere, student. This is not fixed means we only will take only one place, that 3 only. Your wish, you can write anywhere. Yeah. Now I'm talking about interior alternate angle. If any figure is forming Z shape, you are observing, students, here, this figure is forming Z shape. Angle 4 is equal to angle 5. This is called interior alternate angle. Interior alternate angle. If any figure is forming Z shape, that is called interior alternate angle. Angle 4 is equal to angle 5. And again check it, students, where is forming Z? Left side also is forming Z. Angle 3 is equal to angle 6. Angle 3 is equal to angle 6. This is called interior alternate angle. If any figure is forming Z shape, that is called interior alternate angle. Next, I am talking about exterior alternate angle. Interior means inside. Exterior means I want to take outside. Exterior alternate angles. Exterior means outside. Alternate means one from left side, another from right side. If I'm talking about angle 1 is exterior, and angle 2 is exterior, angle 7 and 8 is exterior. Angle 1 is opposite to angle 7, angle 2 is opposite to angle 8. Angle 1 is equal to angle 7 and angle 2 is equal to angle 8. This is called exterior alternate angle. One class you are missing, you can't understand anything in the mathematics. This is math class, not history and geography class, not other class. Okay, concentrate here again. Exterior alternate angle, I am explaining again, concentrate. Exterior alternate angle. First name he has given exterior, means I want to take outside angle, not inside angle. This is the first concept. Exterior means I want to take always outside angle. Now outside which angle will take? I have given very clear concept. If 2-7 shape is forming, that is called exterior alternate angle. 2-7 shape is forming, that is called exterior alternate angle. Now concentrate here. In this figure, firstly, you are observing 1-7 shape, 2-7 shape. One from left side, exterior means outside, alternate means one from left side, second from right side. Angle 1 is equal to angle 7. Understood? One from left side, second from right side. This is exterior alternate angle. Exterior alternate angle. Exterior means always you will take outside angle. After that, I want to check 2-7 shape, and we'll take one opposite, one from left side, second from right side. Angle 1 is equal to angle 7. And if I have taken from this side, I want to check about this side also. Angle 2 from right side, angle 8 from left side, 7 shape. Angle 2 is equal to angle 8. Got it? This is exterior alternate angle. Now yesterday I have given homework. Open course book, everyone. All students open course book. Section B, 7th bit. Section B, 7th bit. Section B, 7th bit. Right. 7th bit, first question was there. Concentrate here. This is L, M, P. This angle he has given 86 degree. This angle is Y. And this is X. Concentrate here, everyone. Don't write anyone. First listen here. Yeah. In first question, you are observing, students, I want to find out the value of X. Just now I have explained Y is opposite to 86 degree. Directly I can say right answer. Y is equal to 86 degree. Why? Because Y is opposite to 86. This is called vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angle. If one angle is opposite to other, that is called vertically opposite angles. Now how to find X? You are observing, students, here 2-7 shape angle. 2-7 shape angle means or up angle, that is called corresponding angle. I will write here X is equal to Y is equal to 86 degree. Y corresponding angle. 2 F shape angle or 7 shape angle. Corresponding angle. In your syllabus only, identification of angles is there. When you go to higher classes, so many experiments are there. How to solve, what to solve. This was the first answer. Second question. Line L, M, P. This angle he has given 110. This angle is X and this is Y. Now again concentrate here. 110 degree is opposite to angle X. I can say X is equal to 110 degree, Y vertically opposite angle. This is the A answer. B. A figure, B figure. X is equal to 110 degree, Y vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angles. Now how to calculate y? Concentrate here, everyone. Am I audible? Now concentrate how to calculate y. Now you are observing, students, this figure is forming which shape? Z shape. Z shape means which figure, which angle? Interior alternate angle. Y is equal to x is equal to 110 degree interior alternate angle. It is forming Z shape. Z shape means interior alternate angle. Interior alternate angle. I hope you got it how to solve this question. Y is equal to x is equal to 110 interior alternate angle. Yes, note down. Example first. In previous class, I already explained what is bisector angle concept. Bisector means if one angle is dividing into two equal parts, that is called bisector angle concept. If one angle is dividing into two equal parts, that is called bisector angle concept. If one angle is dividing into two equal parts, that is called bisector angle concept. The bisector of an angle is a line passing through the vertex dividing the angle into two equal parts. Note down example. Example first. Note down example first. Bisect angle PQR. This angle they have given, we want to bisect this angle. There are two ways are there to bisect the angles. First way is there. Firstly, we can bisect the figure. After that, we can write the steps. Second is there, step by steps, we can write the figure, draw the figure, and we can write the steps also. There are two ways are there, but best way is there. Firstly, we can construct the bisector. Firstly, we can bisect the angles. After that, we can write the steps. Now down solution. Again, draw this angle. Again, draw this angle. Again, draw this angle. Any angle you can take, beta 45, 60, 90, your wish. That angle we are going to bisect. How to bisect? By using compass. In previous class, I explained about compass. In compass, there are two nodes are there. First node is the metal point. Left side node is the metal point, and right side node is the ruler. Right? Now we want to bisect the we can take any arc. We can take any arc, but I want to keep my metal point at point Q. Keep your metal point at point Q. Keep your metal point at point Q. Draw an arc. Draw an arc. Draw an arc. Again, don't change this middle point. Don't change this arc also. Don't change this arc also. This point name we can take AB. This point is A. This point is B. Now this arc I want to bisect. We will never change this arc. Whatever arc I have taken, same arc I will take. Again, I kept my middle point at point A. I kept my middle point at point A. Again, I want to cut one arc. Again, we will not change this arc. Again, I want to keep my middle point at point B. Again, I keep my middle point at point B. Yes. Right. Now both are cutting in this point. Again, we'll join this point. This point I will take O. With the help of scale, I want to join point Q and point O. We are writing this point is O. Join O and Q point with the help of a scale. This IIP is stucking. Okay. Now this point is what? Which point? O point. This is the bisector of I hope you got it. Can I explain again, student? Can I explain again? Right. Now second time concentrate very clearly, right? This was the angle PQR. I want to bisect this angle. How to bisect? I want to, this is the compass. Left side is called middle point and right side is called ruler. I want to keep my middle point. I want to keep my middle point at point Q. Concentrate here and focus it. I want to keep my middle point at point Q. I kept my middle point at point Q. Now I am drawing one arc. Right. Again, this arc I will not change, student. This arc I will not change. Got it? Right. Again, this my metal point, suppose this point name is X and this point name is Y. Again, I want to keep my metal point at point X. Again, I want to cut one arc. We will not change this arc. Keep in mind this concept. Again, I want to keep my metal point at point Y. I want to keep my metal point at point Y. Again, I want to cut one more arc. Now you are observing, student, here, both arc are meeting at one point, right? I want to join this point. I'm taking this point I'm taking O point and Q point I want to join with the help of scale. Right. This is the construction of PQR. This is the construction of PQR. Draw this figure, everyone. Draw this figure, everyone. Don't use hand, students. With the help of compass and scale, you want to draw each and every construction. Don't use your hand. With the help of hand, don't cut arc.